And welcome out here as we get set here for another edition of the Gillette Game Plan. It's been a little bit since we've been out here at the Pizza Ranch. We had a long hiatus
Yep.
of Christmas break, New Year's break. I bet it was kind of nice, getting the break for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we still get in the gym the whole time, but yeah, so it was good though. It's always nice to take a couple of weeks off. But yeah, like I said, we still are in the gym practicing and those kind of things. So yeah.
It's always good when you can get the time off, but now it's back in action, getting set. James Johnson tournament was last weekend, but
Yep.
you guys also had a Glendive game, not even a tournament, but heading out to Glendive.
Yep.
What were your thoughts? I know you didn't make the trip to Glendive. You
Right.
had your assistant coach take over.
Yep.
What did you kind of look at film during that Glendive game?
Well, I thought that we needed to play a little bit more aggressive, a little bit with a little bit more intensity. We made some poor choices. I thought offensively, turned the ball over too much a little bit in Glendive, but yeah, I thought we turned that around a little bit intensity wise last weekend, so that was a little bit better.
So some of the things that we kind of saw at the James Johnson tournament, it kind of felt like when you were trying to go up the court, trying to go too quick, then that's kind of when turnovers kind of focused on in those cases for those other teams, putting good pressure on the full court, half court definitions. What did you guys
Right.
kind of work on so far to get set for conference this week?
So we're talking about angles and things like that with turnovers. We're making an emphasis in practice, and they even have to kind of do a down and back type thing and leave their team if they get a turnover. So it's definitely an emphasis in practice, making good decisions with the ball. But we don't want to necessarily we want to dictate the pace. So there's times that we want to slow down, but there's definitely times that we want to keep that pace going. And we want to, if someone dares, like our philosophy or our mentality needs to be, if they dare to put some sort of full court trapping zone on us, then we want to dice that up and find those spots. So we're young and inexperienced, and we had a couple kids that were injured, and so we're trying to find people in different roles. And so it's that mentality of deciding like I'm in this role not to just take up a spot,
Mm-hmm.
but I need to be part of the action. And so that kind of happened this weekend where instead of flashing hard and wanting the ball, we kind of were flashing to the spot coach said, but maybe not at the pace that we
Right.
needed to. And so then our timing was a little messed up because of that. And so they're figuring that out. And I thought tonight we had an excellent practice where we kind of evened things up, and everyone realized that like I have to help or
Mm-hmm.
my team's in trouble. So yeah, we're figuring that out piece by piece, brick by brick.
It was a hard point because at one point you guys were playing with 4 players on the court
Yep.
during overtime, which
Yep.
that was a first for me. I've never
That was a
seen
first
that.
for me too, actually, in 30 years of coaching.
I was kind
Yeah,
of hoping, but
it was yeah. I mean, that's never happened. But we were so shorthanded even at the lower levels because of some things. So I stole a player from her. She was down to 4 players. I sent one of my players that had fouled out down to her to fill in her 4, and then I thought, okay, I'm going to be able to finish the game. And then one of our others fouled out, so I'm like, oh my gosh, 45 seconds. I was like, send her back in, and then she goes rushing in hockey style instead of actually checks in. So that was
yeah.
But yeah, so we limped through that one. But I mean, good news is basically season starts over. We're 0-0
Yeah.
right now as
No,
far as everything goes. So
And that's the main focus in today is a lot of people, people might be freaking out, be like, oh, what's going on? Well, it's conference season now. Now is the matter that it counts because this all goes into regional seedings and
Right.
what can you do heading into state. So everyone who sees that 0 on the record book, just go ahead, take a vacation real fast,
Yep.
and then come back when we get fully out of conference play because that's always the crazy part here in Wyoming compared to in Oklahoma. Oklahoma,
Right.
everything counts.
Yep, same
And-
like South Dakota and
Mhm.
Nebraska. They have those same type of rules, but yeah, I mean that's the good news for us. And so we try to get tough competition in the preseason, just because it does make you grow up a little bit faster. And we knew that going into this, that we had a lot of inexperience and people trying to find new roles, and we were filling those roles a little bit. And then when Taryn went down after Glendive, she went down the week of practice last week, and so as our one senior leader, point guard type person,
Mhm.
there was just a lot of role switches happen, like right now then. And so I think it's going to be good for us in the long run, because I think people are having to step up maybe when they weren't expecting to.
Mhm.
And especially like that overtime game, we had 4 people in there that, had never really seen the varsity floor at that, especially at
Right.
that tight of a game. And so I think that with everyone coming in and having to fill bigger roles and bigger shoes, then when we fill the roster full, then everyone's ready to go. And it also makes practice more intense. Like now they realize this is the pace and this is the, the physicality that I need
Mhm.
to do. And so I thought we had, a decent practice yesterday. I thought tonight was probably the best practice we've had all year. It was really good. Some of them might have felt like, oh my God, it wasn't a great practice because Luch was after me all day. But I was just trying to keep the intensity high, and it was great. I thought it was a great practice, and I thought we played well. So that was good.
It's always nice when you can get those good practices before heading into going back to Cheyenne.
I know. Who wants to go there twice? No one. Not me.
Twice in a row.
Yep,
I mean,
it's brutal.
h-
But
how did that work out? Was it just like scheduling
yeah,
conflict?
well, no, it's just kind of we flip every year. So
Oh, okay.
next year Shine will come to us first, and we'll go to them second. And it just is what it is. It's fine.
But they don't have to come twice though. They only get to come come the once. You
Right,
go to the
right.
James Johnson and then they
Come
come.
back. Well, we choose James Johnson, so I
Oh
guess
yeah, no. I mean it's a
make the bed
great
you lay in.
tournament
Yeah,
because
it is good.
you get to learn what the West Side does
Right.
because
Yep.
those are teams that you're going to face off when you make it all the way to the state tournament.
Correct.
And there are some teams that when we were watching, I was pretty impressed with.
Yep.
That I was saying, and I've been saying on air, we might see the first time in a while a West versus the East in a state championship because that's what those teams looked like. They looked really good. Now that
Yep.
might have just been a tournament situation, but that's what you can
Yeah,
kind of
you
look
never
for
know.
going to
Yeah,
state.
The past few years, the West, or I'm sorry, the East is all four. All four levels. The East has won the West, even if the number 4 seed was beating the
Mhm.
number 1 seed from their side. And so, yeah, it might be a little bit more balanced this year. Green
Yeah.
River and Kelly Walsh and Atrona, Star Valley, they're all pretty strong. So,
Rock Springs guys, they look
Rock
really
Springs.
strong this
Yep,
year. I mean,
yep.
they're 8-1 on the year, and
yeah, they're good.
they're doing pretty solid. So, I mean, getting away from all the negative Nancy's because we're focusing in on a new season. This
Yep.
is all brand new.
Yep.
When you look at these games coming up, you have Central, you have East. Now, Central is a team that last season they won the state championship,
Right.
but it's a whole different team. This
Right.
isn't even. I think there's one player that came
Yep,
back.
Needham, yep, the
and-
number 11. She's their big girl, and she's good.
Mhm.
And she started for them last year, but yeah, they're new. They're athletic and fast still, and they're doing some good things. But I think we have a good game plan for them Friday. So, and I talked to the girls about just follow game plan, and when things are wrong, we can blame me on that. But if they're playing hard and following game plan, I like our chances on Friday.
So what's the hardest part about, getting a new team? Obviously the senior leadership with Taryn, she's
Mhm.
down for a bit. When you go into hostile atmospheres like Central, like East, maybe heading out to Sheridan, those types of places to really kind of make sure the fans kind of stay out of it because they do play a little bit into the game.
Right, for sure. I think it's the same thing. It's a mentality thing, and so the harder I can be on 'em in practice, the tougher they get. And I talked to them a ton about mental toughness, and I go, I'm hard on you because I want you to be mentally tough. And we ran a lot tonight for different things, and we did a lot of things for competing. And losers got to run, so then it just makes it even that harder. But I thought, we haven't been shooting well at all this year, and tonight we shot really well because they didn't want to be the ones that had to run the 8 afterwards. And so I think that those type of things, even though it's tough in practice, it prepares us for the toughness in the game. And so when we're competing, or I said, don't be surprised if you're up. If you're up,
Yeah.
you're just going to keep fighting because then they're going to get tighter, and then we can just get hungrier. And so that's when the fans start to get into it, and they can just drown that out because they get so mentally tough and locked into the game and competitive in the game. They don't even hear the fans anymore because that's where their mindsets are. So we're doing a lot of mindset stuff this year. We've been talking about it since day one, and they're buying in. It's just you just can't say I'm going to have a mindset though. You have to
Right,
grow
right. You
into
have
it.
to-
And so
yeah.
I'm not like I don't the losses that we've had is we're not talking about. We're always trying to compete in the position or in the possession. We're always trying to compete in the game, and obviously, like I hate losing probably more than about anyone I've met. But
Yeah.
I still like I want to win when it counts, and so right now we're working on getting better in all these different possessions and our growth. And every day we're growing, and every game we're growing, and so I'm proud, and I still like our chances in this conference. So
Before we get into the girls that we're going to talk to here in a minute, you started mentioning those losses again, but one of the things that I watched from the Glendive, James Johnson to even beforehand there at the Remax tournament, it wasn't just like it was maybe 1 or 2 possessions. Like it's not something that's like so far out of reach. It's
right.
1 or 2 possessions. Those change. It's the difference of winning the game and not winning the game.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot. They're nodding over there because we talk about how just 2 possessions could be worth 8 points, and just the momentum of a game and the game shift changed like that. And so We're trying to talk about mental stamina. We talk about
Right.
mental stamina a lot in the game. And so defensive and physical stamina is one thing, but like being able to be mentally locked in defensively and saying, we're not letting you get a shot, and mental stamina of being able to, get a good high percentage shot, no lazy passes. We're still, sometimes we don't value a possession good enough right now, and so and that's a maturity thing.
Right.
Valuing a possession's a maturity thing, and so we're getting better at that as well. But it definitely has to be an emphasis of practice, and that's what we're working on. So.
All right, so let's get into the girls that we're going to be talking with. I know you said they're going to be playing some new roles this week,
Yep.
getting ready for Central and East. So tell us a little bit about each one of them.
Okay, so I have Marley Materi, JD Reimer, Maya Liker, and Peyton Silty, and these four have been working really hard. They've been buying in. They're using their voices, and they're gonna play some bigger roles this weekend. So Maya and Marley going to start. Maya's offensive rebounding it's phenomenal. She had a great job last weekend.
Yeah,
She's
she was off the
attacking hard.
charts.
Yeah, and even today, like you get an offensive board, then they don't get to stay on D. We did it where like defense gets points, so we wanted I want them to love defense, and so like you want to be on defense. That's the only way to score. And so if you get an offensive board, they don't get to be on defense anymore. So Maya kicked him out that way a lot. So she's doing well that way and playing tough. And Marley's just nasty on D as well. Like that's why I love her so much. She gets after the ball and she flies around, and she hasn't let it up from outside yet, but I know she can. She did all summer long, so she can do that. And if I can get her attacking hard that left like she likes to, she can get the ball and attack hard. And so she's going to make some hay getting to the rim too. So she's a versatile player that way. So excited for both of them to be starting. And then Peyton's a great shooter and JD's a good shooter. So like that's going to help us as well. So they just got to make sure they get their timing right and do that. But she's a junior for us, and she's got a great voice, and she studies the game a ton. Like she knows the plays of all of us, and she actually knew all the plays of the teams that we were playing because she watched film so much. I know.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So like when they're working that hard and they're that driven to, succeed, that's going to help our team. And so she knows what they're doing, and she's going to say, hey, they're doing this and this. And so when she can use that, voice leadership wise, that's going to help us out there. And like I said, she's one of our best passers. And so early in the season, she was kind of swinging JV2, JV, just because it was that sophomore maturity thing. She's only a sophomore, but she sees the floor well, and she makes great decisions with the ball. So she's going to help us break those presses and make the right choices and knock down those threes when she has the open opportunities. So, yep.
It's always awesome getting to whenever you're young and you get to join the varsity ranks as like a freshman, sophomore type of vibe. So I never made the high school basketball team, so that's why I became a broadcaster. Is how I always say it. But when you were talking defense, I'm a defensive guy. I suck at shooting, so I just play defense. That's what I do.
Well, defense wins games. I was talking to my son, last night, and he asked how this weekend went. I was like, it's a little rough. And he's like, well, just get them scrapping on D, Mom. That's how you're going to win games anyways. And I said, that's what we're working on, son. So, yeah.
I love it. Well, Coach Lucian, we'll come back, talk with you in a little bit. And we're going to talk with these girls coming back. And once again, we're here at the Pizza Ranch. Come check them out again. They've got the buffet. They've got ice cream. I know a lot of people love their ice cream, so you could come out here, get your ice cream. They've also got the cactus bread, some brownie, or I think it's like a chocolate chip cookie. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've been here, but I mean, they've also got like your health nuts. So if you come in here, bring the kiddos, and then you're still on a health nut diet, they do have salads. You could throw some chicken and stuff in there as well. So once again, we're live here at the Pizza Ranch. We'll be back with more of the Gillette Game Plan coming up after this.
Fisher Sand and Gravel has you covered for all your projects from large to small, commercial and residential, with 2 locations, the State Line Quarry in Beulah and the Newcastle Quarry. Competitive pricing serving the area with over 50 years, with great product, knowledge, and service. Call them at 605-642-5760 and see them online at FisherIND.com.
Listen up, folks. It's Kelly from TNT Guns and Ammo, where we've got more gear than a tackle box at a fishing convention. Oh, wait, we're not a fishing store. But whether you're prepping for hunting season or just like the smell of gunpowder in the morning, we've got you covered. Guns, ammo, reloading equipment, you bet. And don't forget our shooting range. It's open to the public and a perfect place to dial in before your big hunt. So grab your buddies, your boots, and your best aim and come see us today at TNT Guns and Ammo. We're 5 miles east of Wyandotte on Highway 51, and we're worth the drive.
Around here, the work starts early, and we wouldn't have it any other way. From lush green lawns in the summer to reliable snow removal in the winter, we're here year-round to keep your property looking its best.
At Strands Lawn Care, we take pride in every property we touch. From backyards to business fronts, it's about more than landscaping for us. It's about helping our community look its best.
We're your neighbors. We shop at the same stores, our kids go to the same schools, and we treat every property like they're our own.
Because at the end of the day, this isn't just where we work, it's where we live.
Strands Lawn Care. Local people, lasting results.
Looking for exceptional dental care? Powder River Dental is here for you. We are a dedicated team that is committed to creating healthy, beautiful smiles. Whether it is a routine checkup, more involved dental treatments, Invisalign, or implants, our friendly professionals ensure you and your family leave with a smile. Visit us today and discover why Powder River Dental is a trusted choice in your community. Call us at 682-6655 or 682-6771 to schedule your appointment. Come visit the good guys and a gal where our patients are family.
Save locally at Trends Furniture.
They give a better deal on better quality and sell at a better price. They give a better deal on better quality. So good, you gotta say them twice.
The Mattress Center at Trends Furniture is a place you can shop in peace. Our non-commissioned sales team is here to provide outstanding service to get you a better deal on a new mattress or adjustable base to help you feel rested and energized. Trends Furniture offers payment plans on major brands like Beauty Rest mattresses. To get the best prices and a great night's sleep tonight, visit locally owned Trends Furniture at 408 South Douglas Highway.
When it comes to purchasing a new or pre-owned vehicle, White's Frontier Motors makes buying locally easy. Their lot is filled with only the best new Chevy and GMC vehicles. Or are you looking for pre-owned? White's Frontier Motors has you covered. They have a vehicle for every budget. Stop by 444 Skyline Drive or browse their inventory at whitesfrontier.com. Don't forget their $1,000 price match guarantee. White's Frontier Motors, proud supporter of our local businesses, students, and athletes. 682-8851.
And we'll come back here with more of the Gillette Game Plan live here at the Pizza Ranch. As we've got the four girls with us. I guess the four amigos, four sisteritas. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys want to be called?
Four amigos is good.
The four amigos? Okay, that works. Perfect. All right, so we'll make this easy for everybody who don't know you. So you're going to say your name and say what grade you guys are in.
I'm JD Reimer, and I am a junior.
I'm Maya Liker, and I'm a junior.
I'm Peyton Silty, and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Marley Materi, and I'm a sophomore.
Okay, so let's first talk about this season so far. I know you guys are about to jump into some different types of roles. I mean, you guys are, jumping to the varsity ranks. JD and Marley, I know you guys have all been there because the James Johnson tournament, we all got to see you in there. Well, how does the varsity feel? Does it feel different to the JV side of stuff?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's like a way quicker game. The ball's moving way quicker. You're always on your feet. There's never a downtime.
Never a downtime?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't figure there is. I see you guys running on, and then you got Coach Lucian right there next to you. Yeah, I don't figure there's ever a downtime there. So, okay, let's talk about some of this rebounding stuff. I'm going to turn my stuff down just a teeny tiny bit because I'm over here in my voice like 50 different times. So, rebounding-wise, I know, Marley, you came away with a lot of great rebounds this past weekend, and she was talking about, offensively, you're getting those boards, defensively, getting those boards. What do you guys normally do to really get it done? Maya, the same thing as well.
Well, I look at the shooter, and then
Then you just go for it. Well, okay, let's rephrase the question a little bit. What do you do in like practice mode to be that person that's really able to box out, to make sure that no one's able to go get that rebound, to make sure you're always getting that board? Is there any special things that you do at practice to get to game time mode that way?
Well, we're really like defensive focused, and if we like lose, then we have to run, and I don't want to run. So
And you don't want to. Wait, so hold on. So we should think about this. Anytime there's a game, we don't want to run, so we're just going to get the rebound every time, right? Yeah.
Because then we're on offense.
Because then we're on offense, right? But you're still running down the court. So how does that work out for you?
I don't don't know. You rest on defense and you got to get the board, and then you're going on offense.
Okay. Well, I was thinking about, practice-wise, if you don't get the board, then you're running. So, but you get the board, but now you're still running. So I don't know. It just doesn't
but
make
then
sense.
you get rewarded by being on offense to score.
There you
So it
go.
works.
Okay, so it does work in that way. So, JD, you came in quite a bit. You came into the Glendive matchup, and then also in the James Johnson as well. You knocked down a big three-pointer as well too. My good, and you're the one with the high arch, aren't you?
I got the high arch.
I was sitting over here. I was calling the game, and I was like, "There's a high three-pointer that's like about to tie this game," and I thought it was about to hit the rooftop for a second.
That's what my dad said too.
Golly. So have you always shot that way? Because I was like, a lot of times, like you can read the ball, like to know if it's going to go in. As a broadcaster, you're like, oh, that's going in, but you're not going to say anything yet.
Yeah.
That ball was so high, I was just like, I don't know what this is doing. It's like you were shooting a half-court shot for a second.
Yeah, we do those sometimes in practice too.
How many of those do you make?
I've made quite a bit of our half-court shots. When we have on pregame, we have a little game that we do at the end of practice, and the last shot you have to shoot a half-court shot. And most of the time I shoot it.
JD's like always the one that we rely on JD to make that one. We're like, JD, you got that one. Let's go.
I mean, yeah, if you're shooting that high of a ball and that accurate with it, yeah, I would be trusting her with that 110% of the time. So, all right, let's talk with Peyton and Marley for a second. You guys are really jumping into, as coach says, into another bigger role here with the varsity minutes. Now, one of you are sophomores, or both of you sophomores? Both sophomores. What does that mean to get that trust from coach to get you put into these varsity minutes?
I feel like it means a lot, but at the same time, we put a lot of time in the summer, and we're always making sure that we go to the camps and stuff. So I feel like us putting the work in, it's good to be out there on the court. It feels good.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels good to be on varsity. I mean, I've always wanted to be, and now I am.
Hey, you get your letter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys all have Letterman jackets and all that?
Oh, no.
No?
We don't be doing that.
No, not yet though, right?
Not yet. I mean, it's a plan, but
it is the plan. You got some work to do on that, though. That's always understandable. Okay, so Peyton, passing wise, what do you do? How are you so accurate in the passing game?
I feel like I've always been the person to take out the ball and stuff ever since I started playing basketball. So I just feel like I've just been the designated passer, I feel. So I just been really getting a lot of time in that position. So I guess over time it's just been the skills.
It feels like you can throw it from one end of the court all the way to the other and make a perfect pass. I mean, it feels like you're the quarterback on the team with just in the passing situation.
I guess, yeah, sometimes. I mean, but at the same time, I try not to do that far passes because they're not always as accurate. You
right.
know? So, yeah, we like to be deliberate with our passes, but not always just throw them up.
Yeah.
So,
what's your favorite? Is it the bounce pass, the chest pass, or the high heave pass?
I don't. Okay, deep down, it's probably the high heave pass. In basketball, I gotta do the chest pass because it's more reliable.
It is a little bit more reliable than just doing, hey, I'm just gonna throw it up in the air and see who catches it, or just throwing it up in the air and making the shot over here with cheating. Oh goodness, no, I love it. But when we look at Cheyenne Central, we'll kind of break down some game now. You're looking at Central, you're looking at East. These are two teams that are going to be some tests. They're not going to be the easiest of challenges, and just being completely honest with it, Central, obviously they want to prove themselves of the reason why they won the state championship last year and why they want to try and repeat it. And then you have East, who got knocked out, and they're trying to find their revenge setup as well. What do you guys need to do to duck out all the noise and really just focus on y'all's game?
I feel like us just working as a team together, and I feel like that's a big part of Taryn getting hurt, it's making us come closer together as a team, more like a family. So yeah,
just playing team ball.
Yeah, better for us in the long run because I feel like we've all gotten a lot closer since that's happened, and then when Taryn comes back, we're only gonna be stronger. So it'll be good.
And Bella.
And
Bella
yeah,
comes back
and Bella. Sorry, Bella, love you.
Yeah, no. So we'll get back to the James Johnson. 4 players on the court. I mean,
Oh.
what were your guys' thoughts when we're rocking with 4 players on the court, players fouling out, players injured? What were your guys' thoughts?
Well, when who is it, Kenna, when she fouled out, and I looked over at Lauren. I said, Lauren, it's just the 4 of us. And she looked down and she's like, oh no, JD, I can't do it. I was like, Lauren, we got this. And then within like a couple seconds, Morgan was running in hockey style. But I mean, it worked out. It worked out.
She comes sprinting and was like, oh, okay, Morgan, let's go.
Even though that we took the loss, it was still a win, I feel like.
No, it was impressive because, one, with all the players that went down, the fouls, everything, the fact that you guys sent it to overtime, and then just right there at the end, I mean, obviously you're playing with 4 players who, you know, like, just going to be honest, it's a power play as we're talking hockey since we're diving in like we're hockey players. You know, it's just kind of one of those situations where, you know, how can they attempt on a power play? It's a 4-on-5. And sometimes it just kind of happens that way.
And it was all the girls that were in also play JV. So it's kind of like all the young ones were in, and we were kind of just like, oh no, there's only 4 of us now. But it worked out.
It works out. You know, it works out in the long run because if you think about it, those time and minutes that you have just on that one varsity game could really benefit y'all if, you know, when regionals come and you need somebody that really needs to step up in those cases.
Yeah.
So, because I figured you're probably going to pull some JV players up for the regionals, the states, all that. So, getting those minutes is big. So, when we take a look at, we were talking about rebounding a little bit for you, but what would you say is the most, like, your team role that you would say for you has been for the Lady Campbells this year?
I like to really focus on defense because I think that's, like, my strong suit, kind of. I'm not really that much of a shooter, and we have 2 bigs already, so I mostly have to play on the outside. But I really try to be like the first one down the court on defense, or not to foul.
Yeah, not to foul was the hardest part, especially being so tall and then, like, trying to put your hands up. You get called for fouls. I feel like 98% of the time.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just part of the name of the game sometimes. But what are y'all's? What are you guys think your team roles have been so far?
I feel like defense too, because like once you go hard on defense and then you get a stop, like offensive just comes like naturally, and then like it flows better for us.
Okay, are you the same defense?
Yeah, I'd say defense. I mean, it's always been like my favorite. I've definitely always picked defense over offense, but that's because I used to be scared to shoot the ball. But I feel like I'm pretty fast on defense, so.
If I was so close with you, I'd give you a high five right now because I was afraid to shoot the ball all the time. That's why I played defense. So, best ball handler. I like it. I like the good defensive set. All right, what about you?
Well, I really like playing defense. I usually got like the second pass girl. I just like denying the ball because like watching just to like kind of chomp at the bit and just wait and then get the ball when they pass it because they will usually most likely make sloppy passes because Marley has her on ball in her face and then they always make a sloppy pass.
So it's all a defensive-minded team is basically what I'm hearing in the setup. I like it. Hey, defense wins championships, as we always talk about. So that's always nice to have. Okay, so we're going to get off topic on the basketball questions for a second, but we're going to figure out what is your guys' pregame meal, pregame drink that you guys love to have before each and every game. Trust me, I've had energy drinks galore, so if you have an energy drink, just be honest. I mean, just say it. I know Coach is sitting right there, but hey, just be honest. We'll start with JD.
Oh, I like drinking Pedialyte, like kids Pedialyte, the whole jug.
The whole jug?
Yep, before every game. And then I also eat trolley gummy worms. And yeah.
Charlie gummy
Trolley,
worms?
like the trolley gummy worms.
Oh, the trolley gummy worms.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Are they like the sour ones or the normal? Or is there only one?
I don't know. Whatever ones my mom buys. I don't know.
Are they ever sour?
No, I don't.
Okay, so then they're the regular ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, goodness. All right, Maya.
I usually drink like an Alani energy drink, and to eat, I don't really eat before I like play.
You
unless
eat
it's, like,
afterwards, though, right?
Yeah, I eat afterwards.
Okay. What's your meal afterwards?
I usually like salad.
Salad?
Yeah.
She's a big salad person.
So you're gonna hold on. You're gonna go play a whole game, not eat anything, not even like a protein bar or anything. Go eat a salad right afterwards. You add meat or anything, or just straight salad?
No, like salad. I can have like chicken on the side, but
Well,
like
that's what
salad.
I'm saying. Like a chicken bacon salad, something like that. Add some protein
Yeah, on the side.
on the side. Okay. All right. And now, Alani, are you a witch's brew girl? Whenever that comes around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of took a shot at it to see, but I've never had it. So.
Really?
Like absolutely never have had it.
Have you had the cotton candy one?
No.
Oh my god.
Really good. Recommend that one.
So those are good ones.
Yeah.
Okay. We might have to try those at some point. But so what's your favorite that you can have in season now, Alani?
Oh, I usually just drink the peach one.
The peach one.
Mhm.
See, I've had the peach one. That one's good. So I'll take that. All right. What about you?
I like to drink like any like electrolytes. Like I like liquid IV a lot.
I've
so.
been getting her on the
Yeah, she
Pedialyte though.
has.
She has been getting on with
We
it.
talk about it all the time.
Is there a certain flavor Pedialyte that you guys like, or is it
See,
just whatever?
I had the fruit punch one. I really like that one. That one's pretty good. Have you had that one?
Yeah, well, she likes the electrolyte.
Oh, yeah.
I like going into like the baby section at Walmart and getting the actual Pedialyte jugs. Like the ones for like the babies.
Yeah.
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 The whole jug.
The whole jug.
Yep.
Before a game.
Well, sometimes I'll have some during halftime, sometimes after.
So it
game.
takes the whole game. So okay, James Johnson tournament. Did you have like 3 of them ready to go?
No, I only brought one, so I kind of had to like split it into 3 days. It was rough.
Yeah,
but-
she was savoring it in our hotel fridge. Don't
Yes.
worry.
Goodness
She
gracious.
was. She'd go grab it out of the fridge, and I'd be like, "Judy, isn't that like 3 days old?" She's like, "Yeah, it's fine." I'm like, "All right."
Oh heaven mercy. So okay, so you like the Pedialyte electrolytes. What do you do for food?
I really like green grapes. Those are really good. And then,
Green
like,
grapes.
Yeah, I love green grapes. And then, like goldfish. I'm really big. Like I like Cheez-Its and goldfish a lot. So either one of those is like.
You guys just don't eat a lot before a game, do y'all?
No, I just like I get like I don't know. I kind of feel like I'll like puke or something. Like,
Okay.
before the game, so I get like nervous.
What do you
about
eat
that, but,
afterwards?
Whatever my parents make. Probably
Whatever
like a
your
steak.
parents make.
A
I
steak.
like it.
That's
A
what we make
steak?
a lot. Yeah, we have a lot of meat at my house.
All right, this is the $1 million question. How do you cook your steak?
Medium. It's
Medium?
Yeah, I like medium more. But
You lost
Okay.
his trust.
Yeah, at least you didn't say well done or anything.
No,
So we're good on that.
maybe medium rare. I don't
Okay,
know.
yeah,
'Cause
medium
I
rare.
do
That's
like
the
it.
American way to go.
Right,
Okay.
right. But my dad always is like, get medium. I'm like, well,
Well, some restaurants, if you do medium, then it'll be medium rare.
yeah.
Sometimes.
You're right.
Or if you do rare, sometimes it's like definitely medium rare. It all
Yeah.
depends where you go. So
Like sometimes he makes it different every time. I just don't tell him that, but it's fine. Some days it's more like cooked, and then some
I
days
think
it's
he
not.
knows now.
It's mooing at me. It's fine.
are you okay? Filet, sirloin, ribeye, any
Prime
tomahawk,
rib. I like prime rib.
prime rib.
Also, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, just steak and prime rib. That's fine.
Nice. I like it. Yeah, makes sense. All right.
Before a game, I normally drink an energy drink, probably an Alani.
Okay. Do you have a flavor that you like?
Yeah, I really like Winter Wonderland, but that normally doesn't stay around too long. And I like peach.
Winter Wonderland?
It's
Yeah,
pomegranate
actually
coconut.
So good.
It's so good.
It's really good.
I enjoy it a lot.
Interesting.
Oh, and
Yeah.
you know Marley is always coming to school with Alani or something.
Before
Yeah, it's either
practice,
Starbucks,
Alani.
an Alani.
the caffeine overload.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What do you have for food?
She might slide some of my trolley gummies.
I do. I normally ask JD for some trolleys, or sometimes my mom will make me eat a protein bar. But if I don't eat a protein bar, I normally don't eat anything. Or our team brings a lot of oranges.
Bella
to our
Martinson,
games,
yeah.
And I normally eat a lot of oranges. But if I don't eat either of those, I don't eat anything before the game because I get like nervous and like when I'm nervous, I feel like I'm just like nauseous. So I
Yeah.
just feel like I can't eat before a game.
I mean, that's understandable. I mean, having a light before game snack, I mean, makes sense. So you do eat a good meal afterwards, though, right?
Yes.
What's normally the food choice?
I normally make my mom take me. Qdoba. I mean, I really like Qdoba, especially after
Man,
a game.
you would have loved a few years ago when I had my high school coaches back in Oklahoma. We had them at Qdoba every single day. I think I ate Qdoba for like 4 or 5 months straight.
I wish I could, but
Yeah, I did not. I didn't have it for like 3 years because I was like, yeah, I'm done with this.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it was actually a fear of mine. I don't want to overeat Qdoba and not like it anymore. But
That's a fear?
yeah,
So it's like a Qdoba fear.
I mean, a little bit.
We're coming up with new fear tactics out here now. Goodness. Okay, well, JD, I know you like the trolleys, but what do you eat after?
I'm a seafood person. I usually have walleye, like the fish.
Oh, okay, yeah,
like
yeah.
walleye. We catch our own walleye. So I usually make my mom make me walleye or mac and cheese or peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yeah.
We went from here to whoa, all the way over to PB&J to the poor man's food. I mean, that's my goal every time. But we're like the Uncrustables. Love those
I like
things.
my Uncrustables like frozen, like hard as a
Oh
rock.
yes,
That's how it is. That's a good way to have it.
It's like we ate those all the time, like in Oklahoma, because it's so hot in the summertime, and there's like you just want something to cool you down, so you put your Uncrustable in the freezer after working outside all day. Then you go get it, and then
When it's like hard as a
Yeah.
like when you're literally like breaking teeth.
Yeah.
It's the best.
And it's like ice cold, feels
no
so
one
good.
ever agrees with me
Yeah,
on
no,
that. Everyone says like put it in a microwave.
No, heck
eat
no.
it room temperature.
No. The what?
I'd rather prefer it like
Soggy?
frozen than soggy.
Frozen
Now that I
than
think about
soggy?
it.
Yeah. I mean, who wants to eat a soggy, wet sandwich?
I mean, I don't know how I feel about the frozen sandwich.
I mean, you're missing out. Have you ever tried it?
Yeah, I don't really. Okay, I'm not a big peanut butter person.
Okay.
I mean, if it's peanut butter and chocolate, I enjoy it. But peanut butter and jelly sandwiches just.
Not your vibe.
Yeah, and I feel like frozen, just not. not
You're
my
just
cup of
not it?
tea. No.
Maya, have you ever had it?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
actually like frozen.
Yeah.
Okay. Wrong rolled, but it's fine.
Peyton?
Well, I said
She likes it
You
soggy.
like it soggy. You don't like it soggy, but you'd prefer it frozen.
Like I don't want it like too like to the point where it hurts my teeth, but like I'd
Okay.
have it like a little more frozen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. So
Yeah.
so it's 4 against or 3. Yeah, 4 against 1.
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5.
Okay, I like them cold, but like not frozen.
They're so good. I know Coach Lucian's on your side. She was giving us a disgusted look the whole entire time.
It's like a 4v2, we're getting there.
Yeah, no. All right, let's get back into the basketball realm for a moment, just because, I mean, hey, we got to have some fun out here. But let's dive back into kind of like this season as a whole, because, all the way through the injuries, through the situations that you guys are kind of having to deal with, what do you guys think is the biggest challenge this season that you're really having to face?
Communication.
Yeah, probably. And we're really small for a team. Like, we have a lot of younger girls. I mean, we have one senior, and that's Taryn, and I guess she's out right now. So all of us younger girls have to like step up and like take on a bigger role than we're like used to.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But I feel like that's gonna help us out more in the long
Yeah,
run.
I
Because
agree.
like the next 2 years, I feel like it'll be really beneficial.
Mhm.
Like this year will be a like good learning year. Because like we were talking about with Luchin that like this year we're just building our blocks, and then like once we have the blocks, then we can like go from there, and it'll be more like we'll be just where everyone else is at. So
Yeah, it's understandable. And then one of you were saying communication.
yeah.
With Taryn out, it's like we have to step up because she's usually like our main talker, but with her out, we have to step up and like communicate on defense.
How hard is that going to be, especially if you have like a loudmouth with yelling everything, making sure you guys are set, ready to go. Like not a loudmouth in a bad way, but loudmouth because getting your team set with the big leadership. Who's been trying to kind of take over that role to really help you guys out? Or is it going to be a team effort?
I feel like it's more of like a team effort, not just like one person is just taking that role. Especially with Kayla at practice, she's the loudest in the court. Like every time, no matter what, and she really gets us going and gets us communicating.
It's always nice when you can have someone there
Yeah.
each and every time. And especially even if it's like a coach or if it's a
Mhm.
player, just the constant momentum shift of like, hey, yeah, one player's out, but we can still do this and
Mhm.
we can get this thing
Yeah.
done on those cases.
Yeah.
So, the one thing I do have to kind of ask, and I've been kind of like holding off free throws. How are we shooting quite a bit of them in practice? Obviously, you know, those are free throws, 3 points, you know, that type of stuff. So what do you guys do to kind of get prepared to get in the mindset to get ready for those?
So after we do our like line conditioning during practice, we'll do our conditioning, and then after we have 5 minutes, right after we don't get water or anything, right after we run, we get and start shoot free throws for 5 minutes. And then now we've been reporting back to Brady and everything just so we kind of reflect on ourselves. Because before we kind of just shoot, but like not really keep count. But now we're keeping count, kind of having a better reflection on ourselves.
And I feel like us like counting it in our head is more like we push ourselves harder to make more, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's better.
See, back when I was playing youth basketball, if I missed a free throw, I was running up and down the court. Are you guys still doing that, or?
Oh yeah, we do that at the end of practice.
Okay.
And we have our pressure free throws. It's usually 4 girls that'll shoot. And right now we've been doing, if you make your both free throws, you don't run. If you make
'Kay.
one, down and back, miss both, it's KK. And we only had to
KK?
run 1 KK tonight and only 1 down and back. Wait, no, was it? Yeah.
It's like
So it was a good night.
What's a KK?
It's
So
like free throw
people
line
call
back.
them suicides too.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It's like
I'm sitting over here like, what in the world's a KK? I know what a suicide is. I had to
it's a
run.
suicide.
I had to run those so many different times. Hated them every moment of time of it. I'd rather run back and forth on, full court.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, goodness gracious. Okay, so you have Elizabeth Needham and you have Peyton Hall this weekend. That one off Cheyenne East, one off Cheyenne Central. Elizabeth Needham, obviously, she played on that Central girls team last year, won the state championship with them. But now she's there. She's trying to, be the leader. She's had some really good minutes throughout all the games that I've seen from her. What do you guys need to do to really kind of knock her down in the case of making sure she's not going to be able that star player that, she's been able to be so far this year? We'll start with her in the Central way. What do you guys need to do defensively to make sure she doesn't become a problem?
Probably communicate. I mean, our defense isn't terrible. I mean, we work hard, but I feel like we just have to like shut down their main girl, and like their other people are gonna have to work harder. And I guess if their like main person's like shut down and like can't do as much, then like everyone else is like thrown off because she's the one that's leading everything. So then
Right.
it like slows their momentum down, and they make errors off of it, and then we can just go off the errors. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then we'll kind of switch gears to East because I just mentioned Peyton Hall, but actually it's quite a bit of other players because Mackenzie Hall as well, who is really big inside the paint. And I know, Maya, this is going to be like your forte in the case. What do you need to do to make sure you guys are boxing out, making sure you guys get those second chance effort points, not just, oh, hey, I make a shot where I missed the shot. Okay, now I'm back on defense. What do you need to do to get those bonus reps?
Well, first we really try to like communicate a lot. So like usually we wouldn't even give them a chance. Like we really try to deny like a lot so that we don't give them the ball. We don't want to just give them the ball. So we really try to deny. But if a shot goes up, our first thing is box out. Like we will get the ball because we need to get on offense.
Got to get on offense because that's the way you score, right? Yeah, you got to get on offense. Now, second chance points. We saw quite a bit of turnovers that you guys were able to force, but one thing was you just weren't able to get those turnover points the way that you guys needed to. Have you guys worked on in practice, maybe some drills, things like that, to kind of get back into the momentum to kind of fix that situation?
Yeah, we've been working a lot about like on-air stuff mostly and getting the ball down the court, pitching ahead, and kind of just trying to get downhill always. And I feel like that really in practice has helped us, and it will help us when it comes to game time.
Awesome.
I agree. And just being more like deliberate with our passes and like we value the ball and like each play a lot more now that like once we talked about how like valuable each play is on offense and defense, that it's helped us a lot, especially just these past 2 days that we've been practicing. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, all right. Well, we'll get one last question, then we'll get back to Coach Lucien. What is y'all's exercise that you guys dread the most? That coach, like she puts it on and says, "All right, we're doing this type of exercise to get better." And maybe it's the KKKs, maybe it's everything else, and not. Yeah. What is it for y'all?
We do this drill called Creighton.
It's just bad because we don't. It's our numbers because you really got to get back, and communication is key.
Yeah.
And we're working on it.
Satan. It's more like
Satan
instead of Creighton.
Wait, no, we need to start calling it Satan.
It's more like Satan than Creighton.
It's a whole lot of running, but
I'm gonna have to come watch this one time. Come see how bad it is.
Yeah, it's not my favorite, but
Yeah. Is there any others that you guys are just not a fan of, but it gets you guys better?
When she says, "Okay, all you guys get in a line," and then we have to like get down on defense, and you have to stay down for so long.
The sideline shuffle thing.
Yeah.
Your
it's not
thigh, your quads, and your butt. Oh,
Burning.
the next morning you will feel it.
You just have to like stay in a defensive stance and like go
Shuffle.
along a line.
Uh-huh.
And you
not the
can't
best
get
thing,
up.
but
We go along like the volleyball lines and we go like really slow, so you just really feel that burn.
And it's like your hands down and everything, and you're like
yeah,
going.
and then when you get to like the end of the line, you have to you have to touch it with your hand so you know you're low enough.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had a drill that, and it might be the same drill, but we had one where we were in a full defensive stance, and we had to like keep our hand on the line the whole entire time.
Don't give her
And
any
it-
ideas. Don't get any ideas.
Don't get any ideas, please.
Anyways, so yeah,
hear that.
it was that hurt more than anything. I hated that drill to save my life. So if it was in between trying to do that or suicides, I'd be doing suicides instead of that, because
I'd
that
rather
was
run than that.
yeah. Or even in cross country, we did it's called the Indian run, and you have like one person in the front, and then the person in the front keeps the pace, but then the person in the back has to sprint all the way to the front and then switch it around one by one. And we did it at a park. So, oh yeah, and then doing it with cross country, and you have like high speed runners sitting in the very front, and you have to sprint all the. Oh, not fun. But yeah, so that was that. Yeah, not fun times, but not any ideas, over there to
Brady,
help out.
Brady, just don't pretend like you heard that.
Yeah. So anything from you? Any worst drills or anything?
I'd say just the defensive one. I don't really know. There's nothing like I'd say that's terrible, because even if it is bad, it's making us better in the long run. So
And that's the best
like
part.
'em because it's gonna make me better no matter what. So
Exactly.
I wouldn't say there's one that I like hate with.
Okay.
myself.
What's all right? So we asked about the drill. I know I said last question. What's your favorite drill?
10. Probably during pregame we do. Oh, it's the game.
Oh, yes.
10, 5, 3, 1. I love that
Yes.
so
So
much.
we do it's 10 layups, and then it's
5 elbow.
5 on the elbow, and then 3 threes, and then 1 half court. Which
Yeah, and it's usually like the JV girls against the starters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then when
gets
we win,
intense.
it makes us feel a little bit better. Because if you
Oh,
didn't know,
man.
we won last time. So.
Oh goodness. Well, y'all, we appreciate your time, and best of luck against Central and East this weekend, and we'll be talking with y'all throughout the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. More to come here live at the Pizza Ranch. We'll be back with Coach Lucien to wrap up this Gillette Game Plan live here at the Pizza Ranch. Again, you come out here every Tuesday night, as we'll be here from 6 to 8. We'll only be here from 6 to 7 today. The boys team had to cancel due to some gym situations. So they're practicing late right now. So they're enjoying their practice, and they're probably doing Indian runs, suicides, and all the other fun stuff there. So we'll get you back here with more of the Gillette Game Plan. Coach Lucien coming back.
Fisher Sand and Gravel has you covered for all your projects from large to small, commercial and residential with 2 locations, the State Line Quarry in Beulah and the Newcastle Quarry. Competitive pricing serving the area with over 50 years with great product, knowledge, and service. Call them at 605-642-5760 and see them online at FisherIND.com.
Listen up, folks. It's Kelly from TNT Guns and Ammo, where we've got more gear than a tackle box at a fishing convention. Oh, wait, we're not a fishing store. But whether you're prepping for hunting season or just like the smell of gunpowder in the morning, we've got you covered. Guns, ammo, reloading equipment, you bet. And don't forget our shooting range. It's open to the public and a perfect place to dial in before your big hunt. So grab your buddies, your boots, and your best aim and come see us today at TNT Guns and Ammo. We're 5 miles east of Wyandotte on Highway 51, and we're worth the drive.
Around here, the work starts early, and we wouldn't have it any other way. From lush green lawns in the summer to reliable snow removal in the winter, we're here year-round to keep your property looking its best.
At Strands Lawn Care, we take pride in every property we touch. From backyards to business fronts, it's about more than landscaping for us. It's about helping our community look its best.
We're your neighbors. We shop at the same stores, our kids go to the same schools, and we treat every property like they're our own.
Because at the end of the day, this isn't just where we work, it's where we live.
Strands Lawn Care. Local people, lasting results.
Looking for exceptional dental care? Powder River Dental is here for you. We are a dedicated team that is committed to creating healthy, beautiful smiles. Whether it is a routine checkup, more involved dental treatments, Invisalign, or implants, our friendly professionals ensure you and your family leave with a smile. Visit us today and discover why Powder River Dental is a trusted choice in your community. Call us at 682-6655 or 682-6771 to schedule your appointment. Come visit the good guys and a gal where our patients are family.
Save locally at Trends Furniture.
They give a better deal on better quality. And sell at a better price. They give a better deal on better quality. So good, you gotta say them twice.
The Mattress Center at Trends Furniture is a place you can shop in peace. Our non-commissioned sales team is here to provide outstanding service to get you a better deal on a new mattress or adjustable base to help you feel rested and energized. Trends Furniture offers payment plans on major brands like Beauty Rest mattresses. To get the best prices and a great night's sleep tonight, visit locally owned Trends Furniture at 408 South Douglas Highway.
When it comes to purchasing a new or pre-owned vehicle, White's Frontier Motors makes buying locally easy. Their lot is filled with only the best new Chevy and GMC vehicles. Or are you looking for pre-owned? White's Frontier Motors has you covered. They have a vehicle for every budget. Stop by 444 Skyline Drive or browse their inventory at whitesfrontier.com. Don't forget their $1,000 price match guarantee. White's Frontier Motors, proud supporter of our local businesses, students, and athletes. 682-8851.
And welcome back here with more of the Gillette Game Plan live here at the Pizza Ranch. As once again, we're wrapping things up here with the Lady Camels basketball team. Coach Brady Lucian, Chase Horsley, the horseman here. And what are some of your biggest takeaways from those gals? I mean, or the four amigos, as we say.
Yeah, they're cute. You can tell that they're still young and nervous. It's almost like the same thing compared to when we brought in those 4 starters and we got these guys and they're kind of looking at each other and they're looking at me like, should I say this? A little bit, but, I think they're excited and they're definitely bought into the program and bought into the growth that we're going to make this season. And, and just, they recognize the roles and they recognize they're going to, have to step up this weekend. And, I like that they're buying into that defensive minded stuff, because that's, I think, a big change when you're going even from the JV to the varsity level. Like JD said, it's a faster pace when you're doing that varsity. They think they know what's going on, and during the game, their brains are doing this. Even though if the game's a slower game, it's still just going faster than what they're used to. So, I'm excited for what they're going to bring this weekend and what they're going to bring all year. And I think, Peyton hit the nail on the head a few times. She's like, just bringing us in now. Then when we bring back Bella and Taryn and everyone, we're just going to be stronger. So,
and that's kind of, we kind of hit on that with like the JV2 players coming in for a bit, during that 4-man setup or 4-woman setup that we had. And I mean, I'm just dumbfounded on the, never seen that in my life. And I'm like, well, this is fun.
Yeah.
So that type of stuff. But as we said, it's all going to get better throughout the year because of getting those experience right then and there. Because now you have a chance. You know that, oh, hey, these players can play
Right.
at this certain time, and
Yep.
we'll be set up.
Yep, for sure. And again, like just not even if, excuse me, like at the end of a game, you might be able to throw someone in and now they're confident enough to give you those minutes or whatever. Or, you know, if we can get ourselves going and get a good record going into regionals, in a different, you know, in a decent seating where you can play some of the, you know, rest some girls and play deeper into your bench. It always just makes you stronger that way too. So, and more importantly, our practices will be able to be more intense and, you know, everyone's playing a stronger role that way to make it so if practices are harder, then you're more prepared to games. So,
You know, one thing that I kind of saw where you say the different defensive breakdowns. So we saw zone defenses, man defenses throughout this year, and I mean, I say throughout this year. It's only been 7 games, but
Right.
that's what we've seen so far,
Right.
and that's what a lot of teams, you know, they're gonna see. Okay, hey, you know, this team's having some weaknesses on guarding a zone defense, or this team's having a weakness on a man defense, so that's where we're gonna go to.
Right.
What would you say that you guys need to kind of clean up on? Is it the zone? Is it the man? What's kind of been a little bit of a struggle?
So defensively or on offense, like what we
I would say more kind of like on the offensive side, trying to like pass the ball around on like a
Okay,
zone
so-
defense
so
type
so
of thing.
so far we haven't really seen a ton of zones, but as you know, poorly as we've been shooting, I mean, we're going to be shooting better. It's just that's a confidence thing, and we do have shooters. They just haven't demonstrated that yet, but I anticipate seeing that, you know, as the season goes on. So we're going to see some zones, and we're preparing ourselves for that. We're going to throw out a lot of different zones this weekend, and if we can run zones against ourselves, then we're prepared for when we
Right.
see them in the game. So we're doing right now. We're in practice working on changing things up every single possession, and so they have to put on a different defense every single time. So hopefully it helps our IQ a little bit to recognize what are we running and what, you know, offense do we need to be running and stuff like that, because that's a maturity thing as well, and recognizing what they're in defensively and what do we need to be on offensively, you know, immediately, instead of like passing it around 3 times thinking you're in a man and they need to be doing something, you know, zone wise. Obviously we saw that 1-3-1 against Rock Springs, and we hadn't worked on that a lot, and that really, you know, pickled us there a little bit, and we struggled against that, and I think that definitely made a huge, you know, impact in the game and how that would have went. I think we would have rolling a little bit better if they had ran man, but that's good for us to see that. And I was able to, you know, we installed 2 different flow offenses, not just sets. Flow offenses against a 1-3-1. So if we see a 1-3-1, we have two different pieces of ammo that look quite a bit different to be able to, you know, combat that. And then I think that we have some good offenses to go against a 2-3 or 1-2-2. You know, in the future. So right now,
Right.
Rock Springs is the only one that threw that on us, and we, you know, didn't do great against us. Didn't do great against it, but I think that if we see it in the future, we'll be a little bit more prepared. So
You know, the one thing that was different in non-conference that'll be different in conference is the shot clock situation,
Yeah.
because the shot clock goes away.
right,
So now you have to play it a little bit different than the way you were.
right, and I mean, it doesn't necessarily impact us very much because we tend to try to want to play fast anyways. But right now, especially being shorthanded, we're gonna try to control the ball a little bit, and we might, you know, limit possessions, which isn't typically my style of play, but it's going to be our style of play for a little bit, and so because we're just going to do what it takes to win games, and so yeah, I think we're going to limit possessions a little bit and try to really focus on, you know, Peyton used the word that I've been trying to use a lot. She gets the bonus brownie points, but I've been using the word deliberate a lot, you know, and so we get that layup. You got to be deliberate and finish, and we got to be deliberate with our passes, and so it's a word I've been using a lot, and part of our mindset of being deliberate, and so we're going to be more deliberate on offense. If we can get a steal or we're, you know, pushing in transition, we'll definitely look to score, obviously, but if it's not there, we're going to work the ball around a little bit and try to get a good, easy shot, and with doing that, we might limit possessions a little bit, but I think that if we keep the games close, then that'll give us a good chance to beat some of these really strong teams. So
Yeah, and then Central, you know, has always been one of those teams that likes to play really fast, up-tempo pace.
Yep.
Cheyenne East, they like to play it ever so often. Once they kind of get a rhythm, then they're going up-tempo. But
Right.
when they're trying to control the game, it kind of feels like they'll go a little bit more balanced in the sense of that. So have you seen a lot of that in the film, and what can you guys do to disrupt that, to make sure that you guys stay on your tempo? Because
right,
if
that's
you're
going to be key.
if you're playing on your tempo, then the game normally feels like in your favor.
Right. Yeah, we definitely want to feel like we're in control of the game, and so we are going to change up our defenses a lot this weekend. So you'll see, you know, every time the ball's, every time there's a dead ball, we should be in a different defense. Don't tell that to Cheyenne. No. But anyways, yeah. So we're gonna do that, and like I said, control it on offense, and we'll see a 1-2-1-1 against both of them. We'll be running that, and Central's also gonna probably run a 2-2-1 against us to try to pick up the tempo. I think we'll be okay breaking those presses as long as, like I said, I think zone presses are pretty easy to break when you're flashed into the open spots, and if we have the right spacing with that, which hopefully we will, and if we do that, like I said, we'll get a easy shot on the other end. If not, reverse it and get a high percentage shot. That's what we're looking to do every single time, and so hopefully we'll dictate pace both on offense and then defensively. We're not going to press a lot this weekend because again we're a little shorthanded and we have to be able to share bodies with those lower levels that are also shorthanded, and so we're just going to change up defense in the half a lot. So hopefully we're discombobulating them a little bit that way, and they won't be able to do transition quite as much as if our Falcons, as we call them, are taking away those pitch passes. And so if the Falcons do a good job doing their role with that, then hopefully we can slow down the pace and make them have to work harder for a shot. So
yeah, no, I was kind of I just blanked on my final question here. I was sitting over here like listening, and I was just like,
you guys
oh
were
yeah,
talking about eating frozen
PB&J's.
I
That's
didn't
what.
I didn't want to eat a sandwich that comes out of a bag. Like there's just something wrong with that.
Have you never had an Uncrustable?
Nope, can't do that.
Really?
No. I don't know. It's like the goldfish they give us for lunch. That come out of a sack. I feel like I'm just eating preservatives.
Oh goodness. Okay.
And I'm not even that big of a health nut. I just something wrong with it.
That's funny. Well, that helped because I got my question.
Okay,
back.
good. See, just sidebar.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
for my final question for you, what would be your 3 main goals for this team for this weekend?
For this weekend?
Yep.
Okay, I want us to be deliberate on offense and make the easy play, finish those shots. I want us talking both on both ends of the floor, like communicating what are we in, what defense we're in, because we're changing up defenses, those kind of things. And then I want us to really amp up that intensity, especially defensively. But regardless of who's on the floor at that time, you need to value that possession, offensive, defensively, intensive. Oh my gosh. There we go. But anyways, have that intensity that you want to win this possession, whatever it is. And so regardless of the score, like I always feel like when we go in a game, I feel like a game plan, you can go in and win any game, like I've seen, I told the girls, East is extremely talented and they got a ton of ammo and we're doing a lot of building right now, but I've seen teams not as talented as us beat teams that are substantially more talented in East. And so if you come in with that mindset, come in ready to win, then I think anyone can beat anyone anytime. So
awesome. Well, Coach, we appreciate your time and thank you so much. Best of luck this weekend. And once again, you can tune into the game this weekend on 97.3 Campbell FM, BasonsRadio.com, also Horseman Broadcasting and Entertainment, where you can watch the game live as well, too. So you will find that for Cheyenne Central and Cheyenne East coming up this weekend. Game time for the first one, Central, is at 6 p.m. Guys is at 7:30. Then the second day, I believe it's at 1 p.m. Nope, 2.
Nope,
Noon is the. I don't know why I'm thinking. I guess I want to just be out in Cheyenne later. Apparently, so
I think I've been there enough.
At noon and 1:30 should be the game times this weekend against East. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in here to the Gillette Game Plan live here at the Pizza Ranch. Again, we will not have the men's show, so that will do it for us today. We'll have Thunder Basin tomorrow, men's and women's from 6 to 8 live here at the Pizza Ranch as well. Once again, thank you so much, and we'll see you all this weekend.